Good morning. Okay, we are live and it is not morning. It's actually 1 p.m. in the afternoon here in Noosa, Brisbane time, and I wanted to jump on here and really talk to you guys about Clubhouse. It is the new social media platform. I am obsessed. I spend literally hours on it, and I'm so excited that I actually wanted to share a couple of insights on the app with you guys if you're not yet on Clubhouse. It is an invitation only at the moment, so you need to know someone who has invites to give you. When you sign up, you automatically get 2 invites, and you send them to the person that needs them, and more people need to be on it. And also, I think I heard that it's only available for iPhone users. So if you have an Android, I don't think you can go on it. It's interesting, and it's created this real exclusivity sort of feeling and energy around the app, which I personally really like. I think it's really unique and different. It's also really different because the app is actually audio only, which I had recently said to my mentor, don't know how I feel about that because I am a big fan of video. I do like to actually see the person who is talking. I find that even when I'm downloading an audiobook, I don't even know where to look. Like, I can hear it and I'm listening to it, but I'm like, okay, what do I do with my eyes? Like, where do I actually look? So I have a real issue with that, and I prefer not to have Audible. So I wasn't really sure about that side of the, it's a big part of the app, right? And I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. And when I did join, and I, found out that it was audio only, I was very quick to disregard it. That has all changed, obviously. So bearing in mind, it is audio only. And even if you're like me, you don't really like audio, you will honestly get used to it because the people on there are just amazing. The conversations that they're having is just incredible. You don't want to be missing out, really. And Martin and I are going to be doing a lot more rooms or having conversations in there. So it would be awesome to have you guys in there and listening to the genius and wisdom that we are going to share, some insights around business, life, coaching, mentoring, even relationships, maybe if you're lucky. We're going to be sharing a lot of stuff in there. And if you are not on there, it's not something you can record. So you've just got to go into, meet us in there and have a conversation, or you don't, and you miss out on all of that wisdom. So don't be that person. Okay, so it's audio only. You need to get an invitation. Someone needs to give you an invitation in order for you to join. And it is, so how it's actually set up is that there is a newsfeed. I think they call it a hallway when you sign up. So you are recommended or encouraged to follow certain people, and through the algorithms it shows up the rooms that you're going, or they think that you're going to really enjoy, and it's going to be a match for you. So when I say rooms, they're essentially rooms that you go into, and there's speakers, but of course it's all audio. And then if you partake into a room, you are known as a guest, unless you raise your hand, and you can have the option of being the speaker and ask the speakers a question. So that kind of leads me on to my first point. You learn from people, I've written down here, learn from people who are further along in the journey than you. I don't want to say more successful. I don't want to say more valuable. I don't want to say like more, financially more wealthy or rich or whatever, because if you play that game, you're always going to be unhappy because there's always going to be someone like that. But I don't necessarily think that's true. I think there's people that are on a different, further along in the journey or further behind in the journey. And I think that is it. It's just that. So Clubhouse gives you an opportunity to really listen to the people who are further along in in the journey than you. You've got people who have built, multiple 8-figure companies on there. It's not just for coaches and consultants. I also want to say that, and not just for business and entrepreneurs. There's also music, every single category. I can only speak on the entrepreneurs and business side because that is really what I've been following. But literally any kind of category that you can think of, there are rooms and there are people that have created these conversations that you can tune into. So there's anything goes in there, anything goes. And you can create your own room as well. It doesn't matter if you've got 1 follower or no followers or 1 million followers. It's all very new. So something that you've probably heard of the term, what is that term? Don't be the smartest in the room. So you want to be surrounding yourself with people who, again, are further along in the journey. And what's great about these rooms is that these people who are kind of where you want to be, or are at, or doing the things that you want to be doing, it gives you a chance to listen to these people real time. They're on this platform in real time, and you get a chance to actually listen to them and listen to what they say, and you'll get so much value from them. So I've listened to personally Grant Cardone, Elena Cardone, his wife. Who else have I listened to? Elon Musk. I was lucky to get into that room because there is a maximum number, and you can't go over that. So you get a notification when someone else leaves in order for you to go in. And I think the number is 5,500 people. But anyway, listen to Elon Musk, really interesting guy. And a lot of other people, like there's people that you will know, like Grant Cardone, hopefully, and Elon Musk. But there's a lot of other people who, again, are further along in the journey, who you may not have known, but are highly, highly successful in their own right, and their own, it could be in branding, it could be in business growth, it could be in mentoring, and they're having conversations with one another, and they can open up the panel for people who are in the room, like you and me, asking questions around, if you want to ask Grant Cardone a question, there is an opportunity to do that. So it's really, really incredible. I highly encourage you to do that, because where else do you get that? You can watch, live streams, or you can watch, past YouTube videos, but this is real time. You get to ask them right then and there. So super, super cool. I've also put bigger rooms aren't necessarily better. So when you see a bigger room, meaning there's thousands and thousands of people in a room, it just means that there is probably a more prominent figure like a Grant Cardone or an Elon Musk that is in there. They're not necessarily better, because I do find sometimes with these types of rooms that the speakers, when there's a lot of speakers, then it kind of gets a bit messy because everyone's trying to chime in and say a point of, give their opinion, and it's all valid and it's all great. But I personally just find it can get really, really messy. So even if you're starting to create a room, I wouldn't worry too much that there isn't a lot of people in there. If you get 100, that's fine. That's actually great. Even 50, even one would be amazing. One person wants to listen to that conversation. So celebrate that. So bigger rooms aren't necessarily better, but if it's someone that, a celebrity or a coach or an entrepreneur that you really value, you really love their insights, then make sure you go and check out that room. But there are rooms of all sizes. The next point I've put is the app has mainly been adopted, and this is only my personal experience, by Americans and also the English. Which I've put here as a big opportunity for Australia and New Zealand, because I've even noticed at a particular time of day, during the day here in Australia and probably New Zealand, there's not as many rooms open. That doesn't mean that there's not people there. It just means that there's not a lot of people making rooms, which is really a big opportunity for you guys. If you're based in Australia, if you're based in New Zealand, there is an opportunity for you to create a room, give loads of value, and you will be at a prime time when a lot of coaches, consultants, business owners, entrepreneurs, people can come on and actually listen to you. So that is something that Martin and I are working on in the background. So again, make sure you're on and make sure you follow us, because otherwise you will not know and you won't get a notification. So yeah, these are, I only have 3 points there, but I've given you guys a couple more. I don't know if you can tell, but I am just super excited. I spent hours on there. It's just awesome listening to people. And we are very excited to start our own little conversations and our own rooms. We're very excited to have you there. So again, make sure you follow us. Sally Kerridge-Temm, that is the name, and Martin Tomchuk as well. It's just our names, very easy to find. You can also, when you upload or when you join, you can add in your Instagram account, and that will that is something that I would recommend, because if people start to find you through Clubhouse, they can they can have a little bit more of an insight into how you look, because of course there's no images, there's no videos, there's just your profile photo, and that's kind of it. And they'll get a good idea of whether they want to follow you further. So I would recommend you sign up or join or link your Instagram account to your Clubhouse profile, and also Twitter, I think. I don't have a Twitter, so if you have a Twitter, there's an option there. There isn't one for Facebook, and I wonder why that is. So yeah, if you have Instagram, that's great. They can go on there and they'll also follow you. I've found they'll also follow you on that platform. Anyway, this has been 10 minutes of me just being super excited about the new social media app, Clubhouse. I'm about to go to the gym. I hope that was valuable. If you're not in yet, and you have any questions, let me know. I will give you the rundown. If I hear of anyone who has invites, spare invites, I don't know unless you are looking for that. So again, let me know. Let me know your key takeaways from the video, and any questions. Other than that, I will see you in Clubhouse or here or on Insta, everywhere. Follow me everywhere and I will follow you.